Welcome back. This is video number 2, and you've potentially taken some time to do some brainstorming. And we're back now to talk about BSR, the S in BSR search. So searching for background information. So background information can really help us gather context about our topic or about a keyword. We need to know more about it in order to ask questions about it, in order to understand all of the facets of a topic. So background information can help us gather context. It can help us define concepts. What does it really mean? And it can help us see the facets of a topic, which can help us narrow. I wanted to show you some background information resources on the library website. They are can be found, some suggested ones, at the URL on the screen, which is the psychology research guide that we've put together. The reference tab on that research guide is where we're going to be. So let me do a new share. So if you use that URL, you're going to go straight to the psychology research guide. You can also get to this research guide through the library website. But the easiest way is really to use that URL. So click on the reference tab. And what this tab contains are resources that are good for finding background information. You might consider encyclopedias maybe a different or better word to describe the types of resources here. And one of the resources I'd like to point out is Sage eReference. So this is a collection of resources that do include social science and psychology. Because I'm off campus at this moment, I'm going to type in my credentials in order to access the database remotely. So keep that in mind that you can, whether you're traveling or working from off campus, you can access the resources that we have available to us through the website. So this particular interface asks us to type in some keywords. So I might consider that I know a little bit about autism, but perhaps I should educate myself a little bit more, help myself define and see all of the context around what autism entails. So here it says I have 4,000 results. Now this is a very large resource, and we don't have access necessarily to all of the content. So it's important to look at the interface when you do searches and read a little bit more about what's presented. In this case, I'm going to click Content Available to Me. Apply filter. And now it will narrow this to the encyclopedias that are available to us on campus. So I'm going to scroll just a little bit to show you. In this case, there is a chapter called Autism in an encyclopedia or book called 21st Century Psychology. There's another chapter in the Encyclopedia of Educational Psychology, chapter in Encyclopedia of School Psychology, etc. So you can see these sound very scholarly. And if I do want to read more, read an entire chapter, right? A good overview, and it's a good place to start. So in this case, it's the full text of the chapter. It tells me chapter 57 of this particular series. And many times there may be a table of contents for the chapter, as there would be in a book. And if I scroll here, I can see that indeed there may even be further readings indicated. So that would be useful to me if I see something cited that I would like to follow up with. Depending on the interface you choose and the resource, there's many different types of saving and citation features. sending yourself a permalink back to this particular resource. So definitely take a look at those options wherever they appear on the page so you don't lose the information that you find. So that's a good tip, is to take a look at the reference collections that are available specifically or tangentially for psychology. Help yourself define and understand the context around potentially some of your topics and keywords. All right, so if you'd like to stop the recording, I will stop the recording, but if you would like to potentially start investigating by doing a little bit of research and background research using some of these resources, meet me back for the next video.